welcome to Art Fashion channel. I'm Daria, the artist who paints on clothes, and in this video I'm gonna customize vintage trench coat. A person who gave it to me bought it like 30 years ago, so this trench coat is the same age with me, but not that it's vintage makes it so special for me, but that is so huge. Just look at all these areas. It's a perfect canvas for painting, and I guess that this is gonna be the biggest artwork I've ever created on clothes. So let's do it. And here goes my trench coat. I decided to start painting on the floor because I don't know where I can paint such big canvas. And by the way, I've already transformed trench coat a bit. It had such ugly yellow buttons. I decided to change them and make them black. So I'm gonna try a style which I always wanted to try, but I couldn't find the courage for it because this style has a lot of graphic elements. And I'm not a graphic artworks person, I'm more abstract artworks person. But I think it's the right time to challenge myself because this style will look just epic on the trench coat. It's a Japanese art style. And it will give the trench coat such kimono vibes. I think it will look very interesting. And here is sketch of the design for the left part of the trench coat, and I'm gonna paint on the all parts of the trench coat. So I'm gonna paint crane, waves in Japanese style, graphic background, a lot of things. So the idea is to paint slightly different cranes on different parts of the trench coat, and backgrounds will differ a bit too. And now I'm sketching design on the trench coat with pencil, and it's very important part of the process because it's very important to place bird in the right way, to create right composition, to make bird not too big, not too small. Especially first bird is very important because the whole composition of the whole design will depend on it. And now it's time to start painting with colors. I'm not sure do I need cardboard, but better to use it if there will be any paint bleeding through. And a couple of affirmations. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Yeah, it's very scary to start painting on clothes, especially when you have such big canvas and when you have a fear of blank canvases. And I'm starting with Japanese style waves, and you could see such waves on one of the most famous artworks of the world, the Great Wave of Kanagawa by Hokusai. And between waves I'm making graphic background, which is gonna be kind of a challenge for me because I need to create smooth transitions, clean lines, and it requires a lot of patience. And I haven't finished background yet, but I started to paint bird because bird will not be that so much graphic, so I will rest painting it. Oh. My back said that there is no way I can finish painting on the floor. I need to find some other way. I have one very messy table, but it's small, but maybe it will be enough for at least one part of the trench coat. Do you know what I just understood? That I definitely need more professional studio for my YouTube channel, with a big table for big projects, with lights, because sometimes I don't have enough light when I make videos. But for now it's just a dream. So please support my channel to make my dreams come true. And now it's probably my favorite part of the process, painting wings. Like, wings look so cool on clothes. If you want to create cool design, just paint some bird. And as you can notice, I use mostly black color because I love the color of trench coat, which is gray, and I love black buttons, which I sewed. So I want to create artwork in black, gray color scheme. But even though design is gonna be black and white, a crane just won't look like crane without small red beanie. Okay, it could be worse. And it's not the first time I have such accident. 1 year ago I painted trench coat on the floor and I had the same accident. And it's definitely a sign that I need big table for big projects. And interesting thing, paint on bird's neck didn't get dry, so water created watercolor stain near neck, but background waves were dry and water didn't damage them at all. So it's one more proof that fabric paints are resistant to water. So what I'm gonna do, the right side is darker now than left side because water which I spilled worked as a textile dye. So I need to find some solution, some creative solution how to make this dark side the part of the idea. And the only solution probably is to create a gradient and to make the whole bottom of the trench coat dark, to add more dark parts. Stain near bird's snake, it's easy to fix it because I'm gonna cover it up with the graphic background. Yeah, painting on clothes is risky a bit. You could spill water or paint, or you could make some stain or paint something which you won't like. But remember, there is always a possibility to fix all the mistakes, to make them the part of the idea. Trust me, there is always a solution. So, to create a gradient and to make this dark side the part of the idea, I decided to make the hem of trench coat dark too. So I mixed black fabric paint with water and I applied with brush. And a bit darkness under the wing. Okay, it's the next day and yesterday was quite an adventure. My back still aches and this accident with water. And I have 3 more birds to paint. Yeah. And this time I don't have sketch because I'm just a lazy person, I don't like to make sketches, so I just found image of bird and in such position I'm gonna paint my crane. And then background, like, I will figure it out in the process. And now I feel myself much more confident because, like, I've already messed it up. I spilled like half liter of water, like what could happen worse than that? And back to the floor. My back still aches, but there is no other way. I need to see the whole picture to understand the direction of background for second bird, because I want all parts of the trench coat be connected with each other by one idea, one composition, so it's important for me to see the whole picture. So first bird background goes from left to right and second bird background should go from right to left. And then there will be a logic and composition. And as bottom of left side is dark by accident, let's make the same accident on the right side of the trench coat. And third day. Today I'm gonna paint back side of the trench coat. And here's interesting thing. Back side has two parts. So I think it's a perfect place for painting two symmetrical birds. And cranes are very interesting birds. They love to dance. So I think it's a great idea to paint two dancing cranes on the back side of the trench coat. And birds will differ a bit from each other because it's easier to paint slightly different birds than try to paint absolutely identical birds, as you are not a printing machine, you are an artist. And back to the floor again. Because I want to connect back side of the trench coat with the front side of the trench coat with one composition, and also I want to add new elements from Japanese art, and it's a Japanese style clouds. And this is the fourth day, by the way, and the hardest day, I guess, because I feel that painting comes to an end, but still there is so much work to be done. So I feel exhausted, but at the same time happy that soon I will finish design. Yeah, I have very confusing feelings now. And at the end, my back, my eyes, like I was in pain. But I did it! And you know, if I knew that this design would take so much time and effort, I would have changed my opinion and I would paint something different, something easy. But now I'm just proud of myself and I think it was a great experience. I hope guys you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please smash that like button, and if you are new here, subscribe for more painting on clothes videos. And here is the final result.